The most common lie is that which one lies to himself. Lying to others is relatively an exception. I'm not upset that you lied to me, I'm upset that from now on I can't believe you. It is hard enough to remember my opinions, without also remembering my reasons for them. One ought to hold on to one's heart, for if one lets it go, one soon loses control of the head too. Thoughts are the shadows of our feelings, always darker, emptier and simpler. You have your way. I have my way. As for the right way, the correct way, and the only way, it does not exist. A thought, even a possibility, can shatter and transform us. In individuals, insanity is rare, but in groups, parties, nations and epochs, it is the rule. There are two different types of people in the world, those who want to know, and those who want to believe. How little it takes to make us happy. The sound of a bagpipe. Without music, life would be a mistake. I was in darkness, but I took 3 steps and found myself in paradise. The first step was a good thought, the second, a good word, and the third, a good deed. In loneliness, the lonely one eats himself, in a crowd, the many eat him. Now choose. The true man wants 2 things, danger and play. For that reason he wants woman, as the most dangerous plaything. There will always be rocks in the road ahead of us. They will be stumbling blocks or stepping stones, it all depends on how you use them. You must be ready to burn yourself in your own flame. How could you rise anew if you have not first become ashes? A sedentary life is the real sin against the Holy Spirit. Only those thoughts that come by walking have any value. Those you cannot teach to fly, teach to fall faster. In every real man a child is hidden that wants to play. We love life, not because we are used to living but because we are used to loving. It is not a lack of love, but a lack of friendship that makes unhappy marriages. He who cannot obey himself will be commanded. That is the nature of living creatures. The real question is, how much truth can I stand? The snake which cannot cast its skin has to die. As well the minds which are prevented from changing their opinions, they cease to be mind. Do not allow yourselves to be deceived, great minds are skeptical. No journey is too great, when one finds what one seeks. Do you want to have an easy life? Then always stay with the herd and lose yourself in the herd. Few are made for independence, it is the privilege of the strong. The author must keep his mouth shut when his work starts to speak. Become who you are. Make what only you can make. And if your friend does evil to you, say to him, I forgive you for what you did to me, but how can I forgive you for what you did to yourself? I am a forest, and a night of dark trees, but he who is not afraid of my darkness, will find banks full of roses under my cypresses. The Spirit now wills his own will, and he who had been lost to the world now conquers the world. Is life not 1,000 times too short for us to bore ourselves? Amor fati, love your fate, which is in fact your life. All I need is a sheet of paper and something to write with, and then I can turn the world upside down. Nothing on earth consumes a man more quickly than the passion of resentment. My formula for greatness in a human being is amor fati, that one wants nothing to be different, not forward, not backward, not in all eternity. There is always some madness in love. But there is also always some reason in madness. Whoever does not have 2/3 of his day for himself, is a slave, whatever he may be, a statesman, a businessman, an official, or a scholar,